Welcome to Kanipuri Academy. So today we are going to see a most interesting and important topic for the day and for the year. And myself, Vivek Anand, one of the senior technical trainer from Kanipuri. Today we are going to see the top 5 bug bounty tools which we can use. Cool. So it's a small disclaimer from the Kanipuri. Kindly read it, pass it and read it. Yes, thank you. So the first most interesting tool which we are going to see is a nuclei. It is one of the top and the best vulnerability scanner which we are going to use or we can use. The category which we can classify this is a scanner and it is one of the automation tool. So previously you might have used other customer tools, vendor tools. So along with that you can use this tool. It is most good by default, I think we can try this in the Kali Linux. It is working very perfectly. The reason why we can use this, we can customize the templates. That is more interesting one. It is one of the very fast scanner which we can use. I hope many of you are aware of what is security headers. CV is nothing but common vulnerabilities, exposure and enumerations, and OWASP, so the top 10 they used to release. So this will be more helpful, and this is the link from where you can download this tool. Mostly it is used for reconnaissance and vulnerability scanning. So mostly out of the 5 phases of ethical hacking, so it covers the two of the category like reconnaissance and scanning. And the next, one of the best tool which we can use to do the subdomain intelligence, the mapping. So it comes under reconnaissance and enumeration. The tool name is ABAS. So it can be used for a passive and active subdomain discovery. Also, it can be used for asset mapping. It will give you the graphical outputs. Also, you can integrate with the DNS and certificates, the API. So mostly we are using these two subdomain enumeration. I hope you can see the kind of mapping, like like network structure is given here. So why people are using subdomains? For example, if there is a domain called xyz.com, rather than having a directory here, for example, xyz.com, edu or education folder they are having, they are giving some service or they are having something like category, right? Rather this having a subdomain, for example, education.xyz.com will considerably more secure because it's kind of DNS related activity which is happening. Here you are providing the uh, directory service. So which you need to protect from the robots.txt file, robots.txt file, or else you may need to use the HT access. So rather than, I know these kind of files will be publicly available, so anybody after your domain name, if they put this file extension name, then easily they can read it or they can identify, right? So that they can use those directories for brute forcing or doing the DDoS attacks. Considerably, when it's a DNS service, so and you have a cloud kind of services, it is very secure and it can eliminate or reduce the attack surface like DDoS attacks. So this tool is one of the more interesting one which you can use for your pen testing and VAPT knowledge. And the very important tool which I am using in my everyday activity when I go for VAPT or pen testing, it is a FS. So it is considerably very fast than the other tools because it quickly grabs the content, the directories, so which sometimes we can call the hidden directories or endpoints. We all aware that mostly the hidden directories start with the dot some name. For example, dot etc. Example I am saying dot etc. Like that, it can enumerate the hidden directories. So mostly it is used for a directory brute force and parameter fuzzing, nothing but the changing the parameters like that. And this is the link from here, you can download it. And the next tool, it is a never ever, like never ever give up the same Bob suit. So mostly we people might be using the community edition, which the Bobswood is giving. But if you are using the Pro edition or the Enterprise edition, I mean the paid one, which will be more good and awesome to use that. So it is the industry standard, because when you go for a corporate VAPT, they might have lot of compliance factors. So in which they might be asking you what are the tools you are having, so you will be using. So if we have the burp suit, then it's a like add advantage and credit to our company. So it is one of the powerful automation. So mostly you can initiate brute force attack. It is very easy brute force. Yes. And also it is having an option like you can add an item to scope. Add an item to scope, in which like you are normally doing the browsing or visiting a web page, the same method you can visit a web page. So in the back end, this burp will grab all the web pages, URLs, and it will try to identify is there any vulnerability parameter available. So then finally it will give you the report. Okay, these are the parameters. You can try it out, something like that. So back end it acting like an automated scanner. So we can use this for our high level of volume customers. This will be more good. And this is the URL from where you can download this. So community edition is also available. You can use the paid edition too if you are having enough dollars. And the most interesting, one of the best tool which I found in this year 2026. I haven't tried that last year, but this year I tried that. It is mostly used for my bug bounty skills, which I am trying to identify when I go for XSS. So you can use this for like, for example, stored XSS and reflected XSS. So the main concern when we want to even for the DOM XSS, the main concern is identifying the vulnerable parameter. So here this tool is more helpful to identify which parameter is vulnerable, the possibility of the parameters. So it really reduces our manpower. So whoever wants to find something in the cross-site scripting, XSS, or any injection-based attacks, sure, you can try this tool. And yeah, HTTP parameter discovery, finding the injection points, XSS vectors, and this is the URL link. I hope all the tools are more helpful, and credits to all the companies. I mean, most of the tools are a little bit open source and some are commercial tools. So the trademarks logos only used here for educational purpose. Thank you. Visit us, like us, follow us, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and thanks for your time. Have a great day.